Dear students, hello everyone and welcome back to the Learn Daily Physics. So today you can see on your screen we are going to study electric polarization vector. So what is electric polarization vector? That electric polarization per unit volume, electric dipole per unit volume is called electric polarization vector. Let's try to understand what this definition means. So we've talked about an insulator or some atom. First we have to talk about an atom, what dipole is. Let's suppose this is its nucleus and it have some electronic cloud, electrons here and here. There are shells, but I'm telling you them collectively. They are spherical when they are neutral, okay? When there is no electric field, they are in spherical shape. When you apply an electric field, you put them in a field of some parallel plates, negative here. So there will be electric field in this direction. E will be in this direction, and when you place this, the positive of the nucleus, central of the nucleus, will get attracted toward this. It will move slightly toward the negative one, and the electronic cloud here will move here in this direction, okay? Here you will say these are the electrons. Because of this, it will make a slight shape like this. All of the negative charge from this molecule or atom comes here, and the positive charge from the nucleus goes in this direction, in this field, toward the negative of this field. Because of this, when we talk about a dipole, what is dipole? So dipole means, di means two, dipole, di means two, and the pole means ends. Just like a south pole and north pole, we have two ends, two poles, south pole and the north pole. This is just like a dipole. We have dipole, quadrupole, monopole, 1 end, 2 end, 4 ends, and octapole also. So this is the negative, partial negative. We say this is a partial negative and this one is partial positive. When you talk about H2O like this, it makes partial negative here and the partial positive here. This is a polar molecule, and these some are intrinsically polar like H2O, but some, when first they are non-polar, but when you apply an external field, they become polar. Okay, so I think you understand what a dipole is and what is a polarization. So let's suppose we have a conductor, or we have an insulator here, and it has some atoms like this, okay? When you apply an external field, or it can have a dipole, it could be a polar or non-polar, but when you apply an external field just like this, all of them will align themselves in this direction. We've already described a condition before, a figure before in our first lecture. So this was the condition: when you apply an external electric field, dielectric align themselves. These are the dipoles, negative pole and the positive pole. So they align themselves like this. When they align themselves like this, now we have to calculate the polarization. This is the polarization. Their alignment is polarization. Now because of this polarization, they have some vector, they have some effect. Just like this electric field have some electric field lines. This polarization, this dipole moment have some vector which is called the polarization vector. So let's say that these are, one was, when you get them aligned or they are not aligned, one is in this direction, other one is in this direction, and was in slightly this direction. So we have assumed a volume, a unit volume. This is in a cube, and in this cube the net polarization is in this direction, let's say is in this direction. So this direction is describing P. This was a dipole small p, this was a small p, and this is the capital P. Small p is for the dipole moment and the capital P is for polarization vector. So the capital P is all of these dipoles per unit volume. The dipole per unit volume is equals to P, capital P. Just like this, in this figure, you can see that the direction of polarization vector will be in the direction of induced electric field. We already discussed what an induced electric field is. So P will be in the direction of E of R. E of, you say, induce. E induce in the direction of E induce. So electric dipole is equals to P is equals to QD. We know this formula. This is the dipole. And P, from this definition, P is equals to dipole per unit volume, QD over V. So we are breaking this V into volume is equals to length into length multiplied by width multiplied by height. V is equals to length multiplied by width multiplied by height, width multiplied by height, and this is equals to area, and you can say this is H is equals to D, some displacement. Height will be some kind of displacement, some kind of distance, some kind of length. It has some dimensions of length. So A into D, we break this volume into A into D, and this D will be cancelled out here, and P is equals to Q over A. This Q over A is equals to induced surface charge density. This is the induced surface charge density. You have to keep this term in your mind because we are going to use in our next lectures. So from this we can say that the polarization vector P is equals to the sigma induced. So this was our polarization vector. It was a small topic, it was not tricky, but we are going to use this topic in our next lectures, so you have to keep this term in your mind. So thank you very much for your time, and assalamu alaikum.